Oh my god. I need a new fucking computer, man, because I now have to record this whole thing again. So maybe I'll get it, maybe I'll nail it this time, you know? Anyway, I'm going to talk about the tools that I use in order to make my apps, right? I'm just going to make sure that everything's recording because I don't want to have to record this again. Okay, so there's going to be no sponsors. There's going to be no fucking, there's no paid promos or anything. I'm just going to talk about all the tools that I use in order to make my apps and in order to make the ads and in order to make them profitable and all that stuff. So the first thing is Claude. I use Claude CLI, and this is really cool because basically you just copy this little command. God knows what that means, but you go to your terminal. As you can see, I already tried to fucking record this. So anyway, you would put that in your terminal and then you'd enter it and blah, 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 and then type in Claude and then you could talk to it. The reason that I like Claude so much in your terminal is because you can tell it, like, look at documents folder, right? You can tell it to look at something. And I like to use this because I've got like 40 different code project folders in my desktop or documents. And sometimes I don't want to think up a new UI, I just want to tell it, look at this old project I made and copy these things from it, whether that's UI or whether it's like logic behind, API calls or whatever. It's just really nice. It's really efficient that Claude can just crawl my whole computer and see stuff that I want it to see. So that's the first thing is Claude CLI. Very good. And also Claude is just insanely fucking good at coding. You really can actually just one-shot apps at this point. So I highly recommend it. I'm on the 5x max plan and I never max it out. Yeah. Another thing I wanted to say is that I don't really use like databases or anything because I only make iOS apps. I don't bother with Android. So, but if I were to use a database or a third-party database of any sort, I would just use Supabase because Supabase is so like consumer friendly. I love using it. Anyway, whatever. So next thing is XCode, and this kind of feels weird to mention as a tool, but it's essential if you're making like Swift native apps. So there's not really much to say here, but like definitely just be aware that you need Xcode because it's how you test, it's how you publish the app and all that shit. The next thing is, what is it? RevenueCat. So a lot of people use Superwall and that's totally fine. But I like to use RevenueCat just because I'm comfortable with it and I know it. And basically the thing I wanted to show about RevenueCat is everybody knows what RevenueCat is, right? Like, and if you don't, I guess I'll fucking tell you. Like, I don't even know myself to be honest, but basically you have like your subscription offers in the App Store, and then you tell RevenueCat about it, and then RevenueCat gives you like real-time updates and shit. You don't have to wait like 7 days to see from Apple and all that. The biggest and most big cock energy fucking benefit of this is the next tool that I'm going to mention, AppsFlyer. Basically, you need AppsFlyer in order to tell TikTok when you've gained a subscription from like your ads or organic. As you can see, like here's a good example. On Saturday or whatever, I got 3 subscriptions organic, 14 non-organic. The reason that's so valuable is because your ads, your ads platform needs to know when it's acquired a customer in order to optimize, right? AppsFlyer does that. And the reason RevenueCat is also so fucking awesome is because you don't need to manually code your attribution. You can just say with the AppsFlyer integration within RevenueCat, every time somebody subscribes, tell AppsFlyer. And then obviously every time AppsFlyer is told it's got a subscription, it will attribute it and give it to TikTok and tell it that it's done a good job. You're a good boy. You're a good pixel, So yeah, RevenueCat and AppsFlyer kind of go together as tools. Like, not necessarily like, but you need both. Like at least I do. Next tool, Vercel. I'm just gonna make sure I'm fucking recording and there's nothing going wrong because I don't want to re-record this. See? You see this fucking shit? Now I need to reset my capture. I don't think you've really missed out on much there. I didn't really like click through much. AppsFlyer and RevenueCat was all I was talking about. I was just showing this same thing. So I'm not going to fucking re-record it, okay? I've done this already. I need a new Mac. This thing is fucking dying out. I'm just screen recording. It's not a big deal. Anyway, Next thing, I'm going to turn off Xcode because I bet you that's like what's causing my, I don't know. I'm not a tech guy, dude. My CPU to freak out, whatever. Anyway, RevenueCat AppsFlyer explained it. Let's move on to the next thing. Vercel. I love Vercel. Why? That's a great fucking question. And I'm going to tell you why. You need a website, right, for your app. Apple always requires that you have a website. So it's really fucking easy by just saying to Claude, look at Vercel docs and make me a website and publish it with, publish it. Just send it to fucking Vercel. I like Vercel just for the same reason as Supabase, right? It's quite consumer friendly. It's very easy to use. The other reason is, just gonna make sure I'm recording. Okay, great. The other reason is because Vercel serverless functions. So this app, obviously this looks maxing app, pings AI for a result on somebody's face, right? And the only way you can realistically do that is by having like a server or serverless functions with Vercel. Because you can't expose your API keys in your app code. And trust me, I've done that before, and it's not a good idea. So the great thing about Vercel is that this is not just a landing page with a button to go to click to the store. It's also handling the API calls, right? Like in Vercel, you can see in the logs, you can see API/analyze, face scan failed. I don't use OpenAI anymore, so it looks like that's some like old fucking code. Anyway, this is an actual analysis that's been going down, and you can see it succeeded. Whew. But that's all happening through the website. So that's why I recommend Vercel, because it's very easy to use with AI, and it's also super cheap. It's basically free, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. What was the next one? Figma. Now, I'm not going to open Figma because I feel like my computer's going to fucking crash. But basically, this is where I make my App Store screenshots, which you can see here, right? Nice, lovely App Store screenshots, straight to the point. I like Figma just because I'm familiar with it, and also it's free, and you get a really good degree of control. It's very consumer friendly. I love consumer friendlyism. So yeah, Figma is a good one for App Store screenshots. The next tool is my own tool. So technically this is a sponsorship, but technically not, you know what I mean? Like your boy's got to make some cash too, by providing some useful tools to the community. So SwapTok I actually use. As you can see here, I do the before and after format for my looks maxing app. And basically, you record yourself doing something, and then you generate an AI avatar, and you merge them together. So this is actually me moving here. Like that's actually me standing back and doing that. But I've uploaded an image of this guy and made that. And then obviously I've done an after version here, which I know looks totally fucking not like him at all. But you want as much drastic results in ads as possible. And I just like SwapTok because I made it like super easy for myself to be able to make this kind of content. So yeah, use SwapTok. It's great. Last one is completely free. It's TikTok Studio. The reason TikTok Studio is so good is because it's basically built to make like TikTok suited content, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're running TikTok ads or meta ads, you want your content to feel like platform native. And the reason why TikTok Studio is so good is because it's almost built to output like native feeling content. And also you can use like viral music. It gives you the full library of what's trending and stuff like that. As long as you use like a regular TikTok account, you don't use a business account or anything, then you'll be fine and you'll be able to get all of the viral music. So that's the fucking video. We made it. We did get a little freeze midway, but no big deal. I'm going to drop all the links to all the tools below. Hopefully you found this helpful. If not, I'll just go fuck myself. But, I'm just trying something new. Yeah, I hope it was helpful. Bye.